the victim in the case.
Well, government sources informing Mirror now that the Eastern Expressway is likely to be inaugurated on the 26th of May by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This, of course, is in response to the Supreme Court's order, which just came in earlier today, instructing the Eastern Expressway to be opened by the 1st of June, saying that there should not be any further delay and there is no need to be waiting for the Prime Minister's inauguration, given the fact that it would be helping public with an early inauguration. But the government, as a counter, has already informed that the inauguration is prior to what the 1st of June has been put by the Supreme Court. Let's get in further details. We have with us our correspondent Milan with those inputs. Milan, given the fact if the central government says it's 26th of May, it is of course effectively before the 1st of June and what the Supreme Court had instructed earlier.
Yes, certainly the Eastern Peripheral Expressway is on the last leg of completion. In fact, the Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Nitin Gadkari, has said that it will remain shut till May 24th, just for the final finishing touches that are still being given to this Eastern Peripheral Expressway. Being, called one of its kind there, this will also be an expressway that will have certain, automatic speed checkers that will end up deducting, speeding vehicles toll, and also the fact that weigh-in-motion machines will be put in this particular Eastern Peripheral Expressway. So overloaded vehicles come into the periphery. It's supposed to form a ring around Delhi NCR, which will reduce the pollution problem in the national capital, and that is the sole aim of the entire Eastern Peripheral Expressway. The Supreme Court taking strong cognizance of the fact that it will reduce vehicular emissions of at least 2 lakh vehicles, and no vehicle not destined for Delhi will be entering the National Capital Region. And now Nitin Gadkari is saying there that the inauguration would likely be happening on the May 26th, and the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, will be inaugurating the Eastern Peripheral Expressway.
All right, so this is of course going to be happening as per what the government is informed earlier than expected, 4 days earlier than expected here. How many vehicles, load of the vehicles that should be taken off with the launch of this expressway?
Seher, as calculated by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway, this particular expressway comes under the National Highways Authority of India, and they have in their own studies with the IIT formulated that at least 2 lakh vehicles daily travel to and fro between the Delhi's periphery. This expressway that would connect Kundli, Manesar, and areas to the external periphery of Delhi will see a reduction of at least 50% of the vehicular emissions that the Delhi National Capital Region looks at right now, and all the trucks, all the commercial vehicles will certainly be flying on the Eastern Peripheral Expressway and no longer need to cross through Delhi's central area. And this was the sole aim also of the Eastern Peripheral Expressway, to form a ring and reduce the kind of pollution that is the ministry has been pulled up by the Supreme Court as well, time and again. And also let me remind the viewers that this was one of the major points listed in the graded response action plan created under the Supreme Court Monitoring Committee to reduce pollution in the National Capital Region.
All right, without doubt, this does come in as positive news. We're looking at, we are going to be eventually looking at reduced traffic and reduced pollution there as well. Milan, many thanks for those inputs.